Good morning, guys. Whoa, that was blurry. My name is Phil. Welcome to Miranda Detailing. In today's episode, we have a brand new Honda Accord in for our new car prep and ceramic coatings. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. And if you're interested in any of the products or tools, check out the links down below. If you go to Car Supply's warehouse, don't forget to use code Miranda10. You'll get 10% off. So let's take a look at the Honda today. It is in jet black. What are you doing?
Prepping.
And we're going to be polishing it and coating it with a 1-year coating. Let's take a look at the paint. It is actually, you really can't tell because it's dirty and dusty, and we're gonna wash it, we're gonna prep it, and then we'll take a look at the paint and see what it needs. But this is including a paint enhancement prep polish anyway, and the owner did point out a few things on the back and in the front that we're going to address. I think just little bird drop etchings and things like that that we're going to take a look at. We're not gonna do anything in the interior. It actually still has all of the plastic on the interior, even on the steering wheel, everywhere. So we're not going to touch the interior, just exterior only. All right, we have our buckets ready. We have our wheel bucket ready. We have our APC rinse, all in the IK foamer, ready to go. We also have Super Foam from Koch Chemie loaded in the foam cannon. That is one of their highest alkaline shampoos here in the States. So it's going to provide excellent cleaning action. It's very foamy. It's very slick. So it's an awesome shampoo to prep your vehicle. Not as an everyday washing type of shampoo because it is a strong cleaner and it can weaken waxes and sealants. But for prep jobs like this, perfect. You can use it on coatings, but just not all the time. But it is going to be a good decon shampoo as well. Satisfying. So we let that dwell on there for, I don't know, 30 seconds. It's time to rinse off already. It's getting hot today. Let's foam her up. Go ahead. Oh yeah. If it's smooth, let's not even use that clay mat. And it's funny when I see social media things, they're like, this song is actually this song written back in '94. And kids are like, oh my God, that's so old. What?
Oh, wow.
They call my age millennial? I'm not a millennial. Their age ranges are incorrect. No, I'm a Gen X. People get weird about that. They're like, oh no, if you're born between this and this. I'm like, no, no, no. If you were born before cell phones, that's Gen X. the vehicle is pulled in. It's definitely getting hot out. So we dried it, and I thought it was a flat black. It's not. It's actually a metallic. It's very, very light pearl. You only see it when you put lights onto it. And as we look around, I see a little bit of wash marring, but here we have some sort of etching from possible bird droppings there. You can see somebody tried to attack it with something. Yikes. I think the paint is pretty soft on this one. We do have some blemishes here. Those are just drying swipes, but you see the blemish there. There's one there. I found a denibbing spot here. You can see the wet sanding marks here. Yeah, so those we're definitely going to address. Oh, there's another big one there that's denibbing. So brand new off the lot, and this one definitely has a lot of defects, but it's because it's black paint. It's going to show up more when people touch it. It does that. It will leave blemishes. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's just residue. Those are the types of things that the paint enhancement polish is going to take care of. You don't want to just ceramic coat a car without inspecting it first. If we went through it and it looked perfect, then yeah, maybe just a super quick prep polish, very, very fast, and then a panel wipe, and then coat it. That's already a little scratch there. I think it's pretty light though, but yep, already see a scratch there. More denibbing. So what I mean by denibbing is in the clear coat there'll be a little dust particle that has a little raised, makes a little raised bump. So what they do either in factory or at the dealership is wet sand it and then buff it out, but they never finish it down. They just attack it with a rotary and that's it, and they never finish it down. So those need to be addressed. They have to be finished down so that it's clear. Oh, there's another one there. Wow, this has a lot. This has a lot of dust nibs. And there's a little defect there we're going to try to fix there. Yeah, okay. We're going to probably use the NSP polishes. Yeah, NSP 45. You keep, the camera's here, not here or here. No, not up there. No, not there. No, right there. NSP 45 from Dr. Beasley. So that's what we're going to use, most likely with an orange pad, like this one.
I don't know what that is though.
Yeah, there's already some really bad defects in here. Like there's some etching here that I can't get out. It's into the clear coat. It's crackled into the clear coat.
Wow. Yeah, like that. Does that pad have more cut?
I think it does. The yellow pad, I gotta get more. So yeah, here we have some blemishes here that are already crackling into the clear coat. So unfortunately, I can't go too far on these. So we're working on some of these defects up here with the NSP polish, and yes, it does that hazing, that residue that it leaves. It's okay, that will go away. But if you see through it, the defects that were here, see that little blemish right there? It's etched into the paint. It actually crackled into the clear coat. And again, the NSP polishes leave behind that residue. So again, just look past it. The clarity of the paint is there. It does look nice. It's just that residue that you do have to work through. And I know it's kind of annoying, but it's okay. When you coat over it, it disappears and the paint looks amazing. But some of you may not like that because you want to see the clarity in the paint right away. And again, you can work this product. I used 2 tiny pea-sized drops and worked it and worked it and worked it, but it is kind of high humidity right now, so that does factor into it as well. But you can see the clarity between that, the unpolished, which is having a hard time focusing on, and that. Even though you have a little bit of the residue, the clarity is there. That's kind of hazy looking, that's clear. So already, I mean, it's making a big improvement just from that prep polish, that paint enhancement polish, but you can see the tiny little defects there. That's not going to come out. It crackled into the clear coat, unfortunately, and there's not much I can do about that. Okay. I wet sanded it and then compounded it. Okay, so I did it. I wet sanded it with just 3000. And did it work? I think so. You can still see the tiniest of blemishes, but it's definitely way better. I can live with that. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, much better. I'm gonna refine that now because I did use the Dr. Beasley's heavy cut. This is their 150. So this is their compound that still has the nano resin in it as a primer. So I'm gonna refine it now. I'm just gonna blow out the pad. And yes, there will still be a little bit of residue in there, but I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna blow it out and start using or continue using the 95. Polishing is almost done, and check it out, guys. It is looking amazing. All those dust nibs, gone. All that hazing from the bad polishing that was done, gone. It looks super crystal clear. So all the defects up here were wet sanded and polished out. It's looking really nice. And what you're seeing is just the residue from the NSP polish. So that'll go away once we coat it. Man, you can really see how the NSP hazes up here. This is the NSP 95. Some say that the 45 does it, but the 95 and the 150 does it. No, they all do it. It all depends on your temperature. So it's kind of hot and humid today. This is what happens. It will haze over. It doesn't matter. All of them do it. And is it an over application? It might be, but guys, I used 1 to 2 pea-sized drops and that's it. It's just the humidity level. It causes it to do that. So we'll do a wipe and then we'll coat right over it. We've done it before, totally fine. We're pretty much done with polishing now. We are going to move on to trim, wheels, and glass, and then paint will be the final thing to coat, and that'll be it.
I can't talk?
No, you
You're
cannot.
the only one that can talk? This is why I don't talk to video.
Moving on to the trim, and we're going to be using the Vonix trim coating. And this stuff is very easy, just like
Plastic.
Yeah, V plastic. Just like the C4, it's just a simple wipe-on application. You can wipe it down if you want. I used this on a black Sonata that had a really bad windshield cowl. It was super chalky and dried out, and it restored it beautifully. I actually put 2 applications of it, and it looked awesome. So for a brand new car, we're not restoring, but we are protecting. So that actually gets about 2 to 3 years on the plastic. Not a lot of plastic. There's little bits here and there. The cowl, the plastic here, a few other little bits, but that's about it. It's not too bad. And yeah, we are going to be cleaning this glass. It's really bad. All right, guys, we are on to coating application. Now, I just have a towel just to initially wipe that Dr. Beasley's residue away. Now, you saw how big of a panel I did, and I'm using their applicator, which I have to say I really do like. It is a coating saver applicator, and the application of this is so easy, and you can wait a long time. And I'm doing large sections here because you have such a long wait period, even with humidity. So it is coming out really, really nice. So you can see I just cut this hood into thirds and quickly crosshatch and then let it kind of just sit there and do its thing. And it will start to kind of do a rainbow effect. So you can see it here. You see it clearly go on. It's different than Crystal Serum Light or EXO. It does do that rainbow effect. But as you see here, no hazing, no residue from the Dr. Beasley's. It removes that. That kind of levels out. And now it's much easier to apply. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Now, I had used the Geon 1 before, and for whatever reason, it was pretty tacky the first time I used it. And we try to keep the temperatures in here pretty much the same. So I don't think it was the temperature. It could have been either just the towels I was using. I was using their bald wipe towels. They're really nice short nap towels. But I went back to using my Kirkland towels, only because, I don't know, I'm just used to them, and I think they wipe off coatings extremely well, and no, they don't scratch. That is something that I think I figured out why some guys get towels, the Kirkland towels, and they don't like them. They get a bad batch. I've talked about this before. It's a bad batch, and then they completely write them off. If you get a batch of Kirkland yellow towels that are crunchy and hard, return them, get a new batch, and make sure that they're soft. That's all. They come in such a large quantity. Sometimes bags like that kind of miss the, what do you call it, the quality control. Yeah, so it just happens. I wash them, rip the tag off, they work perfectly. Soft black paint, no problems. So you see the smearing here from the Dr. Beasley's. That's just the residue that, you know, kind of comes back, and then it goes away. So yeah, you're left with nice crystal clear paint. Beautiful. And you might get a little bit of smearing from the Geon 1 anyway. That's just what it kind of does, but it will self-level. It'll level out, and it'll look awesome. Wow. Oh my gosh, when you see the paint, holy moly.
I got to freak out.
Woo! It's so nice. Okay, I really do like the Geon coatings. They are incredible. The new ones are so easy to work with. cord is now completely done. Looking insane. Beautiful finish. All the little defects, we did wet sand those out. I just attacked it with 3000 and it was just enough to reduce those blemishes by like 95%. If you go searching for them, you might find them with lights, but man, everything looks incredible. We used, of course, the Geon 1, and I had about up to, I think it was right here where my thumb is. I can probably do another vehicle with this amount. Yeah, this stuff goes a long way. So maybe 2.5, almost 3 vehicles with a 50 ml bottle. That's insane. Now, is that due to the coating saver? Maybe, because I've done that before with those little guys. So I don't know. It's probably just my technique. The Geon coatings, the new Evo line, you can do large sections. You saw I did the hood in 3 big sections. Each panel I did by themselves. We did the roof in 2 big sections, but you can really fly around a vehicle and get things done really, really quick because you can do large sections and you can do one section, do another section, come back, wipe that one, wipe that one. You can do almost 2 at a time. So the coating process just goes so much faster. So this thing is done. It is looking incredible.